Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome back to the Tuesday live stream. Looks like we got a excuse me, looks like we got a few people in here. Hello to Michael Mitchell. How do you do? Hey, it's Brandon Knight. Nice to see you. LO1BO2. Nice to see you there. Thanks for being here. John Ulrich. Nice to see you as well. Hello, Josiah and the Killer Weezer. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you. Oh, hey, it's Sergeant Slaughter's Slaughterhouse. Wow. Nice to see you here, sir. Always nice to see you. And it's Bart. Hello, Earth from the United States. Nice to see you. Hello, Jason. To be completely honest and frank, it's been a really rough day in the old HCC's personal life. It's been a rough day, but I did not cancel tonight. We are plowing through this because we have stuff to do. Hello, Jason and Dungeon Jerk. Nice to see you. Hello, Pat Morris. Nice to see you as well. Hey, it's Ryan Sweeney. Hello and happy Tuesday to you. Hello, Beta Ray Bob and Terrence and Daredevil Dave. Awesome to see you guys. Really nice to see you. We have stuff to do. I have stuff to show you. We got show and tell. I got G.I. Joe, the comic book, issue number 300. I got 2 covers. I got cover B as well. So I'm not going to spoil anything, but we'll talk about it. Hello, Matt. Nice to see you. I also got Mindbender. This just came in today. So we're gonna open Mindbender and just for fun, I got my vintage 1986 Mindbender out. So we will compare and contrast to the 1986 Mindbender. Now the cat would really like to disrupt the show. He's currently behind the scenes planning disruption. But hello, Rich. Yes, we're gonna whip it out, as they say. Hello, Dan, yeah. So, thanks. Oh, see, he's already destroying things. Thank you. The shirt, by the way, is from Chris from Comic Tropes. He got me this shirt. Thank you very much, Chris. And speaking of Chris, there's Chrissy. How do you do? Yes, Dr. Mindbender, right here. I have not opened this. Did I get... I didn't get a knife to cut the tape, but we're going to open this. I will open this for the first time on this show. I have not seen the figure itself, so we will do that together. And hey, it's Sparkster. Nice to see you, Sparkster. Always good to see you there, sir. Hello, Franzi. Hello, Franzi. Hello there. Thank you all for being here. No matter how rough today was, we're gonna make tonight a good night. We're gonna make this a good show. We're gonna enjoy being here. Yes, Chris, started early. I've been trying to start just at least a few minutes early in case I run into any technical difficulties, which I have sometimes run into some technical difficulties. So, instead of, starting on time and then being late, I've tried to start early. So if there's any delay, then I'm on time. Chrissy likes Dr. Mindbender. Well, you are in luck because we have got the latest and greatest Dr. Mindbender. Hey, hello, Payne's Toy Samples. Nice to see you there. Hello, Daniel, and Troublemaker Bricks. How do you do? I'm trying to say hello to everyone. Hopefully nobody sneaks in before I can say hi. But hi, I really do appreciate you guys being here. Hello, Albert Glass. Hello, Maryland from the United States. Thank you very much for joining. And again, I have 2 covers of G.I. Joe number 300. We will talk about that. No spoilers, but we will talk about it. Hello, Chewin' Bubblegum. Mind Bungler. Yes, here we go. We've got we've got some Mindbender to look at. So we will do that. This one has angry nipples like the vintage one. Well, I hope so. I really, I think that action figures should be anatomically correct. So, there's no shame in showing male nipples. That's not illegal. Hello, Peter Ang. Nice to see you. I got my vintage Dr. Mindbenders out only to discover that on one of them the O-ring has snapped. So I gotta replace an O-ring on one of these guys. But the other one is intact. So we will look at the vintage and the classified Dr. Mindbender and see how we think. Hello, Flash. Nice to see you. Hello. Good evening, Virginia from the United States. Lots of G.I. Joe Classified getting delivered. Yes, hurting the wallet. Yes. Hello, Joe Fan. Nice to see you there. Hello, Marianne. Nice to see you as well. So thank you all for being here. Yes, I gave full credit to Chris from Comic Tropes for sending me the shirt. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. And I felt like, the G.I. Joe camouflage was going to be appropriate for discussing the G.I. Joe number 300. Does Mindbender have 3 nipples? See, the problem is it's covered by the chain. So you can't really tell. You can't really tell. So that's an undetermined answer to that question. And by the way, this is like some S&M stuff here. Look at what he's wearing. He's got no shirt. He's wearing chains. He's got a cod piece and a cape. That's it's not your typical going to Walmart wear. Yes, his nipples chafed. So yes. But before we get started, 2 things. Number 1, there is still a little bit of time to participate in Timmer's charity drive. That's going to the end of the month, but we're almost at the end of the month. The video explaining how it works is in the description of this video, this live stream. So just go look at the link and check that out and participate if you can. Please. That's a very good and important thing that we do every year, and Timmer spearheads that, so I'm very happy to be a part of it. I am donating a prize for the drawing, so make sure you check that out. Also, today is Tuesday. That means there is a new Half the Battle video from Timmer today, and this one is about the scandals of Hasbro, of which there were many. So check out Timmer's video. So anyway, I wanted to start with that. And where shall we go next? It's only 2 minutes after 7 by my clock, so we've got lots of time. He'd make a good wrestler. Yeah. He could have a wrestling theme here. He could have a wrestling theme. Oh man. Okay, so. The reason I have 2 Dr. Mindbenders is because I have the cape variant. So, for those of you that don't know, he came with 2 different capes. One of them was like this with the Cobra emblem printed on it, and the other one was with a patch that was kind of just glued onto the cape. So I had to get both. I did find both, but the patch on this one is starting to come loose. The glue is failing, so I'll have to decide if I want to repair that or not. But I'll put him in here, and we will use our intact Dr. Mindbender. Now, some background on Dr. M. He was a dentist who ran some mind control experiments on himself and went mad. And his initial role was as an interrogator, essentially a torturer. He comes with this cattle prod thing, but he instead became the mad scientist of Cobra, inventing the battle android troopers and a bunch of other crazy inventions that Cobra used to attempt to take over the world. Hello, Rob Vegas. Nice to see you. Hello, Rich. Thank you for being here. Oh, did I say hello to Cyclonus? I don't know if I said hello to Cyclonus, but hello, Cyclonus, if I didn't say hello to you. So that's Mindbender. That's who we're looking at. So where do we start? We've got two things to look at here. We've got the comic book, and we've got Dr. M. And by the way, I've broken the trend here. I do not have a blind box to open. I don't have one because I didn't think to get one. So we are not doing the blind box this week because I didn't get one. Besides which, so far my luck has been absolutely zero. Right? I've gotten everything but a Joe character in those blind boxes. Hey, Dave E. Nice to see you. Thank you very much for being here, Dave. We've got like a couple representatives from Australia here. We've got, of course, our friends from the United States. Thank you all for being here. Let's start with the comic book. Okay, let's start with this. Now, I have two covers. And I can show you that. No spoiling in that. Yes, Zazel is here. Hello, Jeff. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry, I'm trying to peel the tape off of this without getting that in the microphone. Yes, I could say I got another Tila. So we've got two covers here, and let's see. Yeah, and I think both of these are by Jamie Sullivan, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, both are by Jamie Sullivan, and this one, this one is I think the main cover. Sorry, that's the front. This is a wraparound cover, and it has like. I haven't counted them, but I think that's roughly 1 trillion G.I. Joe and Cobra characters in this image. That took a while to draw. So that's the wraparound cover, and then this is the B cover, which has Cobra characters standing in front of the Terrordrome, and a good representation of Cobra characters there. We have our old favorites, along with some more obscure characters. You know what? This is... check this out. This is like Destro's gang right up here. And like Iron Grenadiers back there. So this has got some Iron Grenadiers here down in front. But it's got some standard Cobra guys too. I mean, you've got a Techno Viper back here, and you've got some Cobra bats. You have a couple different generations of Cobra bats. There's a Cobra snake armor there. So really nice cover. This one is not a wraparound cover. Has the basic logo in the back. Anybody sneak in that I haven't been able to say hello to? Hello to anyone. Hey, Andrew, the guy so nice they named him twice. Nice to see you. Thank you very much for being here. Please, cat, don't destroy my stuff. So this, the creative team on this, we have the writer Larry Hama, of course, artist S.L. Gallant, inks by Maria Keene, colors by Jay Brown. Of course, we have letterer, editor, group editor, and then research specialist Diana Davis. And I wanted to give a special shout out to Diana Davis. She is sometimes in our live chat, but not all the time. To Diana, if you happen to see this, I wish you well. I hope things go very well for you. Diana is someone who has been very active in the fan community for quite some time. And it's nice to see somebody who's actually from the fan community contributing to something official like the book. So thank you, Diana, for all that you've done over the years. And I hope you do well, and I wish you well. Sorry, the cat is absolutely going bonkers. What was I saying? Yeah, anyway, so I wanted to... sorry, the cat's very distracting. I wanted to give a shout-out to Diana. I've only sort of met Diana in person, in the sense that we were in the same room at one time. I think it was the JoeCon in Loveland, Colorado, and I knew who she was, but I didn't know her personally, and she wouldn't have known me at all. So I've only met her in the sense that we were in the same room at one time. But I've had the opportunity to follow her on the social medias, and she seems like a great person and an excellent choice of someone to contribute to the book. So that's really cool. Shout out to Diana. So I'm not gonna spoil the ending, okay? Hey, Yo Joe, nice to see you, and Dale, nice to see you as well. Thane Woods, I don't think I said hello to Thane. Hello, Thane Woods. And Rich, if I didn't say hello to Rich, hello. Thank you for joining us this evening. So I'll talk a little bit about the beginning of the book and the setup, but I'm not going to spoil the ending. This is issue number 300. This is the final issue of the IDW series. So this is the series published by IDW. This series picked up where the Marvel series left off. The Marvel Comics series ended on issue number 155, and the IDW series is ending on issue number 300. For that reason, and I don't want to spoil anything, but for that reason, I think everyone was expecting the ending of the book to be more of a conclusion, which makes the ending a little bit surprising. Hey Sean, nice to see you. Yojo is correct, is exactly right. You managed to do 877 CCH is HCC788 backwards. You are correct, sir. You are correct. So basically what we have is we have Dr. Mindbender using technology that he has used before to bring back the original Snake Eyes, or perhaps a clone, you might say, of the original Snake Eyes, but with the memories of Snake Eyes implanted into his brain with the brainwave scanner. So, for all intents and purposes, bringing back the original Snake Eyes. Hello, McCluterig. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Billy comes back as a blue ninja. No spoilers, Bart. No spoilers. So yeah, I mean, the artwork is, SL Gallant has done a lot of Joe artwork, so, he's pretty reliable. And it involves, a lot of the core characters. Yes, Snake Eyes has been gone for a long time. There was kind of a substitute, or Snake Eyes Part 2, if you will. But this is supposed to be the original Snake Eyes returned sort of from the grave. So that's kind of where the book starts, and it involves the Joes, coming in to try to rescue him. But I will say that when I got to the last page, that's not what I was expecting. That's just really not what I was expecting. So who knows what the future will bring? I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. But there are some things that we already know. We know that the G.I. Joe and Transformers license is going to a different comic book company. So it will continue in some capacity. There had been a big question. Hello, Jay Dioramas. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Hey, hello, Bad Ape. But there were some questions as to whether the Larry Hama series would continue or if they would just do something completely new with it. This does not answer that question entirely. So I have to assume that we are going to get a Larry Hama series. Hello, Exploriso. Thank you very much for being here. Yeah, so that's all I can say. I want you to actually get the book, purchase the book at your local comic shop, or order it if you need to. I don't want to spoil it, but the point is, I was expecting the ending to be a bit more conclusive. The fact that it wasn't raises eyebrows. There's my eyebrow raising right now. You see that? Oh, look, both eyebrows are raising. That was my expression when I was reading it, is eyebrow raising. And, Dr. Mindbender is all over this book, so it's actually kind of appropriate that we're looking at Dr. Mindbender this evening. So, hey, that's a synergy. It's what the French call a certain I don't know what. So what we got? Sparkster is going to get the Holiday Optimus Prime soon. That's very nice. That's the holidays. That's where Optimus Prime is Santa Claus. He transforms into a sleigh with reindeer. It's really great. That's a great one. That's a great Optimus Prime. Hey, Gray Fox, nice to see you. Yes, you are late. That means you were supposed to have brought snacks for everyone. I hope you did. HCC, the graphic novel coming soon. Like the HCC graphic novel? Like the graphic novel about me? Yes, coming any minute. If you mean the graphic novel about this, I assume that this will be published in graphic novel form. This is part 5 of the story that they were doing, All In, part 5. So at some point, sure, it should be collected. Yeah, see, JoeFan84 wants snacks, so I hope you brought some. I'll give you a minute to distribute the snacks among the rest of our guests. So yeah, I don't think I can say anything more about it without spoiling it, but I do encourage you. See, we have a second on the snacks. I do encourage you to actually get the book, support the brand, support Larry, and plus it's a milestone. This is a milestone issue. Hey, Christian Bricks. Hello, Denmark from the United States. Nice to see you. You missed 23 minutes. I will start over. I'm just going to repeat everything that I said from the beginning. So, everyone who was here at the beginning, just mute your volume now, because the next 23 minutes, I'm just going to be catching up for Christian. But nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yeah, where are the Swedish fish? So Yes, but I encourage everyone to support the brand, to support Larry, and we will get another iteration of G.I. Joe from a new publisher. Hello, Jumpin' General. Nice to see you. Hello, Stonegate Creations. Nice to see you as well. Thane brought lima bean sea rations. Those are the ones that are like they were the most hated, right? That sounds delicious. Chocolate. T-Squallers says, hey man, is Form BX still around? I have a friend trying to get in touch with him. I have not been able to reach Kevin. Hello, Chris Mayer. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Form BX257, who has been a friend to all of us for quite some time. None of us have heard from him in quite some time. So the answer to that is I don't know. Hello, Veronica Ward. Oh, thank you, Dave, for the super chat. Whatever happened to the Devil's Due continuation of the original Marvel run? That's a good question, and to answer that question, you would... Oh, thank you, the Killer Weezer donation for snacks. Hey, this is working out. Hello, Veronica. Thank you for being here. What was I saying? Oh, the book After Action Report, which I showed off in a previous live stream, that covers the Devil's Due continuity. I'm not as familiar with the Devil's Due continuity, so I am not a qualified expert to answer that question. But I guess that continuity is kind of its own branch offshoot, I guess. I guess there was a question about the new publisher. New publisher has the rights to publish the old G.I. Joe stuff. Yeah, I think the license includes that. Because it would have to. Otherwise, when IDW had the license, they wouldn't have been able to do the reprint books. So yes. Hey, everyone. We will get another iteration of the G.I. Joe comic book series. I kind of hope that we get a couple iterations of the comic book series, because obviously I would like the Larry Hama series to continue. I grew up with Larry Hama series, so I mean that's legacy, right? That's just important to the brand and its history. But we've got stuff like this. We've got the Classified series, which is, well, it started out kind of doing its own thing, and then it kind of sort of became a clone of, the vintage stuff. But I'd kind of like to see something take advantage of the Classified version of G.I. Joe, some kind of like reimagining of it. I'd like to see that, because that, I think, is what this is missing the most, is some kind of a storyline, some kind of lore to go along with it. Yes, Comic Tropes is correct. The new publisher will be Robert Kirkman, Skybound imprint with Image Comics. You may know Robert Kirkman from The Walking Dead, so I mean that's a good person to take it over. I think that's a good sign. That's a good sign. But I really think that's what the Classified series is missing. We have these figures, we have a few vehicles. That's all well and good, but what makes this something other than just an upscaled version of the vintage figures? I'd like to see it kind of do its own thing. Now, there is a little bit. I would not be correct in saying that there's no storyline related to this at all. The cat is causing absolute chaos. It's a good thing you guys can't see that direction. It's a good thing the camera isn't facing that direction. Pure chaos happening right behind this camera. Oh, hello, Ratface. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. There is some, because they did the video game, right? They did the video game a couple years ago that was, loosely based on the classified designs. I got it. It wasn't great. Hello, Cobra Island. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. It wasn't great. I'm not a super video game guy, so I'm not the best judge, but I don't think it was extremely successful. The role-playing games also integrate some of the classified designs, so it is not true to say that there's no media related. But I'd like to see some kind of more comprehensive lore that's specifically related to the classified series, because I really feel like that's what's missing. Hello, Daruti. Nice to see you. No, I actually, even if I wanted to, I'd have to turn the entire thing. So no, I'm not going to turn the camera. Thank you, Dave. Would love to see a new series with a new writer. I love Larry, but it would be nice to see a new interpretation. That's how I feel about it. Now, I do want Larry's series to continue. Larry, if anybody has earned the right to continue writing that series, Larry has. Hello, Corey. Thank you for being here. Corey just got his. That's awesome. I really think that Larry has earned the right to continue if he wants to. But in addition to that, I'd like to see a reimagining of it from a different perspective. And I'd like to see that maybe center around the actual product that is actually on the shelves. So this wasn't on the shelf. I had to order this. Cobra Island hit 200 subscribers. Congratulations, Cobra Island. Hello, Chris Mayer. Did I say hello to Chris Mayer? Induct your cat into G.I. Joe. That is straighten him out. Well, let's see. There is a cat in G.I. Joe. There is the Bobcat, Spearhead's Bobcat. So there is some precedent for it. But anyway, so I think let's go ahead and tear into this. Let's go ahead and open Mindbender here and take a look at this figure. So, oh wow, that's interesting. So all right, so here's the box. It's got the artwork on the back, and notice that they're not just using generic artwork anymore. It's now character-specific artwork. That's an improvement. Yes, Max. Yes, Spearhead's Bobcat Max. This is number 43 in the series. Wow, that's upside down. There we go. This is number 43 in the series. That has the symbols on this side that represent his specialties, and that is very low contrast. Let's see. What is... I'm not sure I can even... Ay caramba. Okay. Chaos. Pure chaos. See, this one is it's like an atom. And this one is that a bomb or is that a mace on a chain? And this one is... Oh, that's a brain with a lightning bolt through it. That means he was struck by lightning. That's why he's bald. And this one is a hammer and anvil. So that's his hobby is shoeing horses. So that's what those symbols mean. But they're really hard to see. So like on these others, let me grab it. Like on this, see, you can see that really easily. And on this is like super dark. Okay, so this also is using the new plastic, no plastic box. So no plastic window pane, but we've got an outer box and an inner box. And I believe if I pull this, I should be able to pull the inner box out. So, and I will also point out that there's the printing on the back matches up, so when you pull it out, it's like that. And then That is Cobra DNA. The double helix appropriate for Mindbender. And I should be able to swing this open in order to show the figure, I think. And I have not looked at this yet. I haven't seen it, so I'm going to open this for you. You will see it before I do. So let's take a look at Mindbender. And oh, I am wrong. This has plastic. This is not the plastic-free packaging. How about that? So there's the display. And there are a whole lot of accessories with this guy. This was an exclusive and therefore more expensive. Hey, it's Peg Warmers. Hey, nice to see you, Peg Warmers. Hello, Kevin. Thank you very much for being here. Yes, I'm decoding the classified symbols. So let me see if I can even get this guy out. This is interesting. Let's see. I mistakenly did not get a knife to cut the tape. So let me see if I can do this. Okay, I got it. A little unconventional, but I got it. Okay. All right. So let's see if we can pull. Oh, thank you, Dave. Thank you for the super chat. As someone that works on the video game in the video game industry, the G.I. Joe game was not bad for a game developed in less than a year. Harsh deadline for the developers. Yeah, I understand that. I think I can understand that. And like I said, I'm not the best judge of a video game. I'm not really much of a gamer, but it didn't hold my attention very long. I do like the idea. I like the idea of using a video game to promote the brand. I like that idea. But it's got to be like, since you're not going to have a lot of budget for, advertising, it's got to get word of mouth, right? It's got to create some buzz. It's got to get people talking about it. So it's got to be kind of exceptional. It can't just be like a little, quickie, short schedule, low budget game. It's got to be something that gets people talking. Yes, the cat is here. There he is. Yeah, he's looking over my shoulder. He's actively looking for something to destroy. Look at that. So okay, let's pull Mindbender out. There he is. I was totally wrong about this being the plastic-free packaging. Future packaging will be plastic-free. We saw that with Sergeant Slaughter. So let's pop out the figure itself. That's really tight in there. I'm trying to not do this in front of the microphone. Yes. Look at him. He's like really staring intently at the plastic things. Come on. Ratface, has anybody checked out Zorana review yet? Looking for subscribers. Oh, check out Ratface's review of Zorana. I don't have the Zorana figure, so that's a really great way to take a look at it. So check out Ratface's video. Thank you for mentioning that. This is really in there quite stiffly. That's what she said. Good grief. Okay. Whew. Oh, thank you, the Killer Weezer. The cat is waiting for you to shoot Dr. Mindbender. Oh yeah, man, I need a missile. I'll get a missile launcher before we end. That's how we will end the show today, with a missile shot at Dr. M. So here's the figure itself. There's Baldy. There's Cue Ball. No, don't fall. There's the guy, and we might as well stack him up next to the vintage. Oh, thank you, Dave, for the super chat. Snake Eyes did show up on Fortnite. That is correct. And the Joe showed up in World of Tanks. I think collaborations like that help the brand a lot. Yeah, that's a very good point. That is a very good point. Yeah, and that's kind of what I mean. Like, you got to get people talking. You got to get people talking about it. Yeah, no third nipple. In fact, see, all right, this is a travesty. Look, we've got no nipples. That's not right. That's not right. All right, look. However good the rest of the figure is, I mean, that just ruins it to me. I'm gonna write a letter to Hasbro. We need in this day and age. In this day and age, we're in the 21st century now. We need to have the courage to give male action figures nipples. Look, Quick Kick nipple from that was from 1985. You can give a male figure nipples in 1985, but here it is 2022, and we can't do that. I am offended. I am offended. But anyway, here's the guy, and like, this is a very faithful representation of the vintage figure. I mean, the colors, the chains on the chest, the codpiece, the design on the armbands are basically the same. This is very much an upscaled version 1 figure. The major difference that I see is there is no Cobra emblem on the cape. The cape is an interesting fabric. It's kind of got a sheen to it on the back side, and it's more matte up here around the shoulders. So so that's the basic figure, and we have a crud of a lot of accessories to get through. So yeah, no major updates to this. They very much took the vintage design and upscaled it. You know, there's his monocle, because that's something normal people wear. And there's his mustache, his porn stash. So hey, stand there for a second, Mindbender, while I get your stuff out. He's not going to stand there. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. No. That didn't work. Stand on your feet. Okay. If I do this for too long, will you think that your screen is locked up? Does it look like the Wi-Fi went out? Okay, so let's take out the accessories, and there are more, because there are accessories in these two wing pieces too. So we got to take those out as well. So, how shall we do that? We've got, okay, so let me go ahead and take these out, because I think I can get to these relatively easily. I say that, and I'm probably completely wrong. I am completely wrong. This is not going to be easy at all. Okay, so all right, hold on. I'll get back around to that. I'll get back around to that. We have in here, we have some accessories. We have this, which is reminiscent of the cattle prod thing that the vintage figure came with, and it's two pieces. We have the prod piece, and we have the hose. So there is that, and so this hose looks like both ends are the same, so that will peg into there. Nifty. There are lots of really tiny pieces here, so the cat is just salivating. It's like, oh, as soon as he's done, I'm gonna eat him. There is whatever this is. Okay. Oh no, I know what this is. Okay, so this has got to be the other end, like the generator. Yeah, that fits in right there. So that plugs in the other end of the hose, and that is a modern update of this piece that the vintage figure came with. And now we have some pieces that I think, oh my goodness, I'm not taking those out. Okay, all right, look, I'm not crazy. There are certain pieces that I'm not taking out, and I'll show you why. Okay, I'm not even going to attempt to take them out of the plastic. All right, so let me show you what I do have. I have, oh, that's cool. Okay, that's kind of cool. So we've got some zombie parts. Okay, so we have a zombie hand, no doubt from one of Mindbender's evil experiments. And we have a brain. I believe this is the brain of Hans Delbruck. Hans Delbruck. Anybody get that? Anybody get that? Now this. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The brain of Hans Delbruck. That one. It got ruined. It got destroyed. This is the brain of Abby Normal. This is Abby Normal's brain. Hey Cujo, nice to see you, Cujo. It's always nice to see Cujo. And we have a skull with a blindfold on. I don't know why he has a blindfold on. He can't see anything anyway. He's a skull. But the skull opens, and I believe you can, yes, you can put the brain in the skull. And so now you have zombie skull with the brain in it. Yeah, there we go. I ain't got nobody, and nobody cares for me. Ha cha cha ha cha cha cha. So that's that. Okay, so here's what I'm not taking out. Okay, here's what I'm not taking out. This. Let me see if you can see this. There are these 4 tiny little canisters that look like miniature little nitrous oxide canisters, really. Those are microscopic, and if I dare take those out, they will instantly be lost. Those will disintegrate into thin air. I'm not even going to attempt it. I'm not even going to do it. So if you get this figure and you choose to take it all out of the packaging, be cautious about the extremely microscopic little things that it comes with. Let's see. Let me put the brain back in. There we go. Put the brain back in the skull. Maybe it's meant to be part of what Dr. Mindbender rated to build Serpentor. Yeah, you could look at it that way. Yeah, you could look at it that way. Yeah, nothing sinister about a blindfolded skull. Let's see. Let's try. Okay, I gotta cut through a little bit more tape. How are we doing on time? We still got 20 minutes. We're doing fine. Okay. All right. Okay. So I've got to slide these wing pieces out. Otherwise, I cannot get the accessories out. So this is one. And we have... Here's what I was trying to get to. This is a pistol. And this is an upscaled... Oops, come on. An upscaled, updated version of the version 1 Dr. Mindbender pistol. As you can see, it is the same pistol design. And since the original vintage accessory was kind of oversized for the figure, the upscaled accessory is almost the same size. Look at that. It's only slightly bigger than the 1986 accessory. So let's give Mindbender his pistol. Let me give him oh, thank you, James Thompson. Hoodie, in September, I sent you a copy of my first ever G.I. Joe vehicle. Did you ever get it? I believe that I did, James. I have been checking my P.O. box. I have warned everybody that it's been much harder to check the P.O. box, so I have cautioned people about sending stuff right now. But if you sent it at a time, I'm pretty sure I got it, and I'm pretty sure I would have opened it on this show. And thank you, James. And I will say, just in general, thank you, James, for your support. James, you've been very supportive. It's been very much appreciated. So thank you. Thank you for all you've done. It has really meant a lot to me. I really mean that. So we have these canisters. So we got these canisters. Do they open? Ah! Yes, and it goes flying. This is what I'm afraid of. Where did it go? Hold on, I got it. Okay, so we got these canisters. We got these canisters, and it looks like kind of like it would fit. Does this fit the hand? The zombie hand? It does. It does. Oh yeah. Oh, wait, it pegs in. Check this out. Pegs in, and then you can put this on. It's like the Terminator hand, except not a Terminator. I apologize, James. I'll double check since you brought it up. But I still thank you very much. But I will double check for you, sir. Thank you for letting me know, and I'll make sure that I did. So that fits the zombie hand, and then this. I wonder if the brain fits in here. Let me see if the brain fits. I'll bet it does. So I'm taking the brain out. And I peg the brain right here. Oh, yeah, that's going to work. That's totally going to work. That's how, yeah. Check that out. Now we have a brain under glass. Dig it. Should I tell you what it was? Yeah, that's a good point, James. And thank you for the super chat. I will leave it up to you, but if you don't want to spoil it, just to make sure that, I didn't already open it, I'll leave that up to you. But your choice. Either way, thank you. You've been a really, really supportive guy, and I very much appreciate it. So there is a brain under glass. There is the zombie hand. And that brings us to the final segment. Okay, so the final segment, I'd really love to get this out without taking but I just can't. Oh, no, hey, stop it. Hold on. The cat has something. Stop it. Cut it out. It's not for you. Okay. Where was I? Okay, yeah, I was doing this. Hello, Jeffrey Ball. I don't think I said hello. Oh, good night, Bad Ape. Thank you for being here. Always happy to see you here. Okay, so we'll pull this out. There we go. All right. Put that there. Let's see. And what we have here, we have this. There we go. It looks like an alternate nozzle or sprayer or something that for this. So it looks like you can pull this one off and put this one on. There you go. With some silver paint application. That's nice. And the final piece is whatever the heck this is. What do you suppose that is? One thing that these classified figures don't do is they don't give you any instructions, no diagrams. They just leave it to you to figure it all out yourself because you're smart, right? Well, you may be, but I sometimes have a hard time figuring this stuff out. It's like a pistol, but it's got like a silver piece. So I wonder if it's like an injection device to inject, chemicals into an experiment or something like that. We'll just say that. We'll just pretend that's what it is and pretend that we know what we're talking about. A nipple accessory pack. That's what we need. So yeah, hey, there are lots of great aftermarket accessories for these figures. Let's get the aftermarket nipples going. Syringe gun. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Yes, it's a syringe gun of some kind. So those are all of the accessories, and here is Mindbender again. If you can even stand to look at him, he's actually kind of deformed without, certain body parts that he's missing. Yeah, I mean, what's my impression of the figure? First of all, it's a nice figure. It's a really good figure. I mean, it's a very faithful representation of Dr. Mindbender. Look, he's got the knee pads and everything. It's not bad. I was just curious. So there's the back under the cape. You know what's missing from that is the vintage figure had, I don't know if you can see it, it had a cobra emblem there on the back. Oh, thank you, Comic Tropes, for the super chat. Hope your day is improving. It is improving now that I've had a chance to talk to you fine people. Doing the live show always lifts my mood because this is just so much better than often most of my day. So it's really been nice to talk to all of you. James, thank you. I will tell you, just in case I need to track another one down, it was a 100% complete bomb disposal vehicle. Yes, I got it. And I did open it. On one of them. I'm sorry that you were not there for the opening, but thank you for that. The bomb disposal unit is a cool, it's a small set, but it's a cool set. It's like one of those world building sets that they started releasing around 84, 85. And I love the bomb disposal unit. The bomb disposal vehicle. It's a really cool one. And thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, hey, hello, Photo Viper. Nice to see you. Didn't see you sneak in here. Nice to see you, sir. And thank you, Albert Glass. Thank you. So yeah, I mean, it's a well sculpted figure. It's, very sharp details. The colors are exactly what you would expect from Dr. Mindbender. Dr. Mindbender is a pretty weird character anyway. Yeah, he is. Yeah. So, I mean, if you update the look of the figure, do you make him even more crazy looking? Well, that's kind of what they did in 1993, because they made him purple and yellow. Remember that? He was like, you've seen Mindbender version 2 plenty of times on this show, but he's rather nutso. But I mean, he looks crazy anyway. He looks just wild. Ron, this came from the imagination of Ron Rudat. So thanks, Ron. But also thanks to whoever in Hasbro approved of this design and said, yes, that's the one we want to manufacture for kids. So there's that. And we have, by my clock, 9 minutes yet. Hey, Action Fuzz. Hey, how do you do? Nice to see you, Action Fuzz. I will remind everybody that Action Fuzz does action figures made of pipe cleaner. It's a really cool craft project, and he's been at the G.I. Joe conventions. So make sure you check out Action Fuzz. And thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. Being my first vehicle, super nostalgic about it. I thank you again, James, and thank you for all you've done. It has not gone unnoticed. It has not gone unnoticed that that you have helped so much. Oh, Action Fuzz uses the same post office. Hey, that's a coinky dink. Well, and maybe I'll see you there sometime. I'll have to say hi. But as I mentioned before, I'm not making it to the post office nearly as often as I used to, because geographically it is much more distant now than it used to be. So we have eight more minutes. So you know what I've got to do right now? I've got to go get a missile launcher to carry on our tradition of firing a missile at Dr. Mindbender. But I was prepared. I was prepared with the vintage figure, but I was not prepared with a 90s spring-loaded missile launcher. So I'm going to go get one right now, and we will wrap this show. We will wrap this show by striking our friend Dr. M with a missile. Killer Weezer, when is your next review? That's a good question. I wish I knew, and if I did know, I would be happy to tell you. I don't know is the answer. However, it is quite possible that I will have more time to do fully edited reviews in the not too distant future. I've just kind of had to put that on hold for a little while, but I didn't want to lose contact. I didn't want to lose connection with you folks like I did last time. So I've been trying to keep the live stream going. I want to make sure to keep in touch with everyone. Peg Warmers, Chris from Comic Tropes will be on Peg Warmers tomorrow night. That's awesome. I will be there. That's so cool. So yeah, two of my favorite people, Chris from Comic Tropes, will be on the Peg Warmers show tomorrow. That is really cool. So yes, check Peg Warmers for that. Make sure you check out Comic Tropes as well. Now, without further ado, that is the wrong word. But without further ado, I'm going to go get... Oh, what's that? Thank you, Jeffrey Ball. There is a peg hole on his belt for the canister. Thank you for pointing that out. Where is the peg hole? Oh, yeah. I also didn't point out that there is a holster for the pistol and a peg hole on his belt for the canister. I do not see it. Oh, wait. No, I found it. I think. Yeah, so I can... Yeah, okay. Right there. Hey, dig it. And you can put this in this hand. And... Let's see. Put his finger inside the trigger. There we go. Check it out. Thank you, James. Oh, thank you, Ratface, for the super chat. And thank you, James. Got a 100% bomb disposal to review. Yes, and now, since I have it complete, I guess that means I got to review it. But the bomb disposal, that's a nice piece. It's a good piece. And as a first piece, that's a good one. Hello, JLS Comics. Nice to see you. Thank you very much for being here. That's another YouTube channel to check out. Does great stuff. Comic Trope says, I had so much fun talking with Peg Warmers. That is so cool. I'm kind of thrilled by that. That's really, I'm excited by that. I am. I'm really jazzed to see you guys. So now, without further ado, I'm going to step away from the camera. You guys talk amongst yourselves. While I go to get a missile launcher, I'll be right back. Time out. Just carry on the discussion. Okay. Now check this out. Where did I put my glasses? Check this out. Here's what we're going to do. This is like some kind of perverse stuff that we're doing right here. I got 1993 Dr. Mindbender version 2, the purple and yellow one. And what we're going to do is we're going to shoot this Dr. Mindbender with this Dr. Mindbender's missile launcher. We're going to shoot him with his own missile launcher. Like the very thought of it makes me feel kind of queasy. There's something wrong with that, but there's something wrong with me. So we're going to do it. So let's load the missile launcher. We got to test it. Make sure it's working. Oh yeah. It works. Okay, so we've test fired it. So here we go. And I don't have... Hold on, I got an idea. I want to elevate Dr. Mindbender into the frame here so that you can actually see the shot. Okay, so there we go. There's the man. There's the mad scientist. There's the weirdo. All right, so stand there, Dr. M. Wait, I got to turn you this way. Okay, how are we doing? 2 minutes. This is perfect timing. Hey, Mindbender version 2. Do you want to do it? You want to shoot your older self? This is sick. I don't know who does this. This is there's something perverse about this. Firing his own missile at him. But we're doing it. So everybody count down. Actually, you don't need to count down. Because lag and everything. I'll count down. Ready. Counting down from 3. 3, 2, 1. Fire. We have success. We have a dead Mindbender. We've thank you, Low 1, Bow 2. Thank you for the countdown. We have done it. We have wrapped. We have done our duty. We have done everything we intended to do. We have succeeded beyond our wildest imaginations. Well, maybe not that much, but we've succeeded anyway. Fire in the hole. So yeah, that is the show today. Thank you. Mindbender killed Mindbender. The cat will grab and run it away with it if I don't put this stuff away. Thank you everyone for being here. It's been really great catching up with you guys. This is always a great thing for me during the week. It always lifts my spirits to talk with you and to catch up with you and just to be around friends. It's a good thing. But the reason I usually cap it at an hour is because my voice doesn't want to keep going very much longer than that. So I will wrap up and I will say goodnight. So thank you all. Good night, everyone. And until next time, remember, only Mindbender